people in Cornwall in the UK. I don't even know why we're having these discussions in Australia. We just have to look across to the UK to see the disaster that net zero is there. It only took a year or so for Britain to descend into complete chaos. According to a report in the Australian, Jacqueline Magnay, who's living over there in the UK, people in Cornwall, it's summer there, remember? Once they hit the British winter, that's when the real pain, that's when the deaths will occur. At the moment, people in Cornwall have been turning off their freezers to the alarm of health officials warning of food poisoning, of course. So every time you try and reduce energy use, you're going to hurt people. You're going to make people sick. You're going to make people ill. You're going to destroy businesses. That's what they're doing in the UK. And that complete idiot, Boris Johnson, is wandering around going, oh, but I'm saving the planet. I'm saving the world, while he destroys the fabric, the very people in Britain who put him in power and certainly won't be putting him back in power, or his party.
His absolute green insanity is why he's not Prime Minister anymore, because the pain being felt in the UK right now is astonishing. The number of people who are in significant stress over their energy bills. They cannot afford their energy bills. This is not just an issue for the lowest segments of the socio-economic demographic. This is widespread. And wait till the winter hits. We're in Australia, where we're a warm climate, but even in Australia, the research shows that you have 7 more times deaths from cold weather than warm weather. Now, imagine what the figures are in the UK. It would be significantly higher than that. And you are going to have people in that just freezing cold winter not heating their homes. And people are going to get ill. People are going to die. We know what cold weather does to people whose health is vulnerable.
It's not only the cold weather, but I mean, just a few weeks ago here on a cold winter night here in Sydney, we had a family that almost died from carbon monoxide poisoning because they burned a charcoal brazier inside for heat, and because they were worried about their power prices. And there's no way but up for power prices here. I don't care what Chris Bowen says about renewable being the cheapest form of energy. It is not. It is cheap at particular moments in time, but everything that goes into getting it to you and the capital that's needed to get it started and then to keep it, going when it's not running is huge.
And the backup. And in that particular family, I mean, the quotes from the father, the case you mentioned in Sydney, just heartbreaking. He said, my child was cold. I just wanted my child not to be cold at night. And we're a first world country, and we almost had a whole family die. I mean, that puts your life at risk, having that
Britain, Europe, this winter is going to be really, really ugly. It's tragic.
And then we've got in Spain, they've got parts of the country where you cannot cool your property to less than 27 degrees. So people are sitting in these sweat boxes.
But Chris Bowen is there and Anthony Albanese. No wonder, James. This is why they keep talking about ScoMo, so that they can ram through all this insane climate stuff. We've basically got a new carbon tax. That's come through now, in effect. This is what they're doing.
But also, you talk about that 27-degree thing. Watch what happens here. I can guarantee you, the push for electric vehicles, what does that mean? We all have to have a charging station in our home. What does that mean? Our power meters and everything else is set into this electronic grid where they can then dial up our power use up and down depending on what's happening, which means that we will have Australian summers where your air conditioning will be controlled by some central office, and, whether or not, you're using too much power, you've sent a mean tweet, whatever, they're going to decide how much cooling you can have.